Okay, everyone, hello, welcome to the channel. Just thought I'd do a nice quick video for you today on something that's a potential issue for some of you out there. Maybe you're just a mechanic who struggles with this. Maybe you're an at-home work on your bike kind of girl or guy. Routing internally routed bars, or getting cables and housing through internally routed bars. Let's say you have a nice pair of trick carbon fiber handlebars and they have, things in them so you can run cables and all your housing through the bar, make it look really stealthy. This can be a total pain. If someone wants something as simple as a bar swap, or you have to take a shifter off, you can really dread having to pull the cables and housing out of a bar like this. So let me show you a really quick and easy way to do this. Now, first off, if you work in a shop or if you do a quick search online, you might be tempted to buy this tool. This is the Park Tool cable router jam. It is essentially a piece of cable with a magnet on the end, and the way it would work is you would put the magnet through, and then in your hand you have this little magnet, and you try to pull the magnet through the frame. Honestly, this is kind of a joke tool. I don't know who is using this to good effect, but the inside of most carbon stuff is not smooth, and if there's just like one small little imperfection, you can't use this. And I guess what people use them for is when you're like in this part of the frame trying to route some cable through that last bit of the chainstay and you need it to get out of this hole. I guess that's where, if you're really desperate, you'll do this, but there's a much easier way to do it. And it's oh so simple. And here it is. This is the tool. This is the shop where I work at. These are the frames I'm building up all the time. They're all internally routed. We need to build up a lot of them. Sometimes I build them up and then someone wants to change handlebar size, and I run these full housings. So changing the handlebar size means rebuilding the bike entirely. This is the tool that has saved my butt. I'm passing this along for you. Boom. This thing started life off as a brake cable, and I put 2 small bends in it, and I hope you can see that here. Well, wham! All right, so check it out. On the tip there, you got a little bit of a bend, and right here, you got a little bit of a bend. The only really important piece to making this tool is that you use the brake cable because it's thicker and it can handle this better. Obviously, you do it with a brand new cable, so that end is sealed and it's not gonna fray. The little bend here helps you get it through, like the holes on the bar, but I'm also gonna show you what that does before. So in real time, when routing handlebars, you're starting from this end. You're not gonna push this tool in through here. Boom, there it is, the shape. Remember, that's flat. You see the 2 bends are, what would you call that? Parallel to one another? Something like that. Follow that shape. Look at this. It goes in. Let's say I wanted to use this first hole. That's so easy. That's so easy to get this first one. Let's do the slightly more difficult, and let's route it around. Boom, look at that. All right, you're through to the steer tube area. This is the harder way to do it. Let's say we're really routing something. This bend here, yes, it helped clear that corner, but the real benefit to that bend there, hold on, let me get some housing. The real benefit to that bend is it's gonna help snag some housing. So here, hold on, let me do this. Let me just open that housing up a little bit. So that bend, when you push, and I hope you guys can see this, I can't really tell. When you push this through, that little bend kind of locks the housing in there. And now this is so simple. You're gonna push through. These bars are pretty good on the inside. Sometimes, they get like a little snagged. You will have to kind of work with it a little bit, but push through. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Actually, not really. It's always a little bit of a pain in the butt. Hey, and like I said, I'm doing this in one take. I'm not even, oh my gosh. Did you see that? Did you see how easy that was? Let's do it a second time, since you wouldn't just run one housing. So boom, you would have run that through. When I'm doing like an internal routed thing, you know, I waste a little bit of housing. I don't like to waste material, but you got to waste a little housing, and I'll have excess on both ends. Again, we go in through this direction. Super simple. The cable's already through. Now what you want to do here is you need to pick which direction you want this housing to be, right? Because one of these is going to be shifter, one of these is going to be brake housing. You know, if you want the shift cable to be on top and the brake cable to be on bottom, you know, get that right with the cable now. So if I want the white to be on top in whatever housing I'm running on the bottom, I'm gonna pull like this cable through, and I'm gonna make sure that within the bar, like the cable isn't wrapping around the housing. Does that make sense? Like I want it to follow inside on the white housing. Let's see if I have, of course, I just have junk housing all over the place. I don't know why I save these. I hate throwing things away. Here's another little top tip. Whenever you're, you know, you gotta open up the hole just a little bit. Most likely you're gonna cut the end of this anyway. But again, you put it in, that little bend kind of snags it. Now remember, we want to be on the inside of that cable. Let's pull through a little bit. It might help to, oh yeah, and should I point that out? Like you would start with this. If you're gonna route a bike, you start with the handlebar. That should make sense to everyone, right? Here we go, we push this through. There's no really graceful way to do this. You're also not gonna pull on the cable, like that'll never work, but. It means nothing to me. Okay. All right, we're pushing through. Man, now here we're gonna get a little tight. Just kind of flip that to the inside. Use a little bit of force. Work it with your thumbs. Hopefully this angle's good. What do you guys see right now? Oh yeah, you guys can see. Boom. I can already see it coming through. We might have to, oh, beautiful. And there we go. There's our other housing coming through. And you have routed your housing through your bars. Something normally difficult has taken us, you know, in live, it's taking me what, 2-3 minutes? Let me give you another top tip. So let's say you were doing this in reverse. So customer comes with a bike, it's already been routed, and they're like, I need to switch my handlebar, or blah, blah, blah. You can save yourself some time, right? Before you even pull this housing out. And this also works for in a frame. It's just a good idea to do this. Don't pull the housing out and, you know, just try to, this is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's better to just show you. Put this through. Now when you pull the housing out, the housing is gonna feed this wire through, and you're ready to go again. Do you know what I'm saying? Now you're ready to, like, you could leave this cable in the handlebar. You make another tool, you know, that's a $5 tool if that's what cables cost you. And you can leave this in the handlebar, and now it's ready to be rerouted super quick. Simple. Well, that's kind of it for the video. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. I have a very quick and simple video, but sometimes those are the best ones on YouTube, right? If you're building up your bike right now and you're struggling, you're trying to find a way to get your housing through, go ahead and make yourself one of these tools. If you work in a shop, don't worry. I won't tell anyone. You can take this idea and run with it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll make some more bike videos. The bike videos that I do kind of do better than the car videos I do. So this is what I do for a living. This is easy for me to make a video. So right on. See you again next time.